Hello guys, welcome to Sunrise classes. So from today we are starting a series of lectures in which we will solve the previous year question paper in bulk. As we have observed, there are lack of solutions for the previous year question papers. Those questions which can be solved easily is available to all of you. I know it well. But those questions which are, you can say, hot type question, and those are tough questions that seems hard to do. Those questions are not easily available, and that is not solved anywhere on the internet. So from today, whatever day I can take, but I will solve the question paper one by one. And so I'm starting backward, and I will solve today the previous year question paper for the Indian Statistical Service Examination 2023. Obviously, UPSC has uploaded the previous year question paper for 2023 ISS, and that's why I have taken the set A of the question paper. You can go and download the question paper of set A from the UPSC website. So this will be our first lecture, and I will upload these videos on daily basis for you, and it will be 1 hour session, and that will be live. So come here and join our session. Welcome. Next point is, Sunrise classes is a Delhi based coaching institute who are dedicated to provide you the entire team for your preparation, and this is the best platform for your preparation. In this year 2023, we have given you the answer key. Already we have provided you the answer key of the 2023 ISS examination for the objective papers. For the previous years as well, we had given at that time the question paper answer key of the previous year question paper, and so we did it this time. Now we are going to solve all the question one by one, and so let's see. One more announcement is, we have started a batch from 17 July 2023. It is in offline, and I better recommend all of you to come in the offline classes. Now you may be thinking, sir, what happened to you? You were talking in Hindi before this time, but now you are talking in English. Why is this so? Then my answer will be, from the experience of the candidate who have got qualified from our institute, what they have suggested, that in the journey of UPSC, Indian Statistical Service, though there is a place for the other languages as well, but since this examination is going to be conducted solely in English, so why not it will be better to study everything in English? Why do we cope with the Hindi? Though you know well that I am very fluent in Hindi as well. As I am fluent in English, I have my fluency in Hindi as well. So we have decided to provide you the English session as well. That means the entire classes are going to be taught in English, and it will not only improve your statistical knowledge, but also improve your communication skills, your interview cracking facilities, your overall personality will be developed. as you know, in India, if you speak in English, it's something of better position than if you can speak in Hindi. And one of my candidate was sharing with me that, sir, actually in the interview, they faced the situation that she wanted to speak in Hindi. But at that time, the interview body or the interviewer of the UPSC bench, they did not allow her to speak in Hindi. And it is the experience of a lot of candidates who are from the Hindi background. Actually, what they do is they will say you to provide a translator. If you speak in Hindi, they will provide you a translator, and whatever you will speak, you will try to convey to them in Hindi, the translator will translate it into English. So you are free to speak in Hindi, but just think of it. Just think of it. Do you think what you have thought of, what emotions and what inner strength that you are trying to convey to the interviewer, that is exactly conveyed to them via a translator? Or is it just the word, is it just the word that they will convey to the interviewer? So obviously there should not be such ambiguous situation. You just not feel that you got stuck because you don't know speaking English. That's why we have started it, because it was most demanded. A lot of candidate was those who had demanded English language class as well, and so we have started it. And that's why I'm telling you, just come and join. You know it well that we have performed well in last 4 to 5 years. We have given about enormous results in a lot of examination. So it's not just a preparation, it will be a journey to the UPSC. So this is just the announcement, and what you have to do is you just have to come at the first floor Vardhaman Central Mall near Drishti IAS Classroom 2, Nehru Bihar, Mukherjee Nagar. Our institute is situated in Mukherjee Nagar, Nehru Bihar. Don't worry about, because there is no flood situation in Nehru Bihar, Mukherjee Nagar. You can come directly to the institute. The timing is, time of visit will be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yes, this is the office time when you come, and you can come and meet our staff members, our receptionist. Now coming to the next, let me do the first question. Obviously the answer of this you already know. You know it either by yourself or from my answer key. So we are going to start the solution, the detailed solution, I can say. Yes. So the first question, I am reading it now. The members of a firm, rent cars from 3 rental agencies. Is it? So there are 3 rental agencies. Let us suppose we say it already said agency 1, agency 2 and agency 3. So there are 3 agencies from where the car is rented, and it is the 60% from agency 1. So obviously from agency 1, the members of a firm rent 60% of the car. So the probability of renting a car from the agency 1 is, suppose say it P1, and obviously it will be equal to 0.6 because 60% means 0.6. Getting my point? 60% means 0.6. Now next one is agency 2. I am saying just P1 for the agency 1. For agency 2 this will be P2, and P2 will be equal to 0.3 na, 30%, that means 0.3, and 10% from agency 3. Getting my point? 10%, that means 0.1 from agency 3, 0.1, isn't it? Now what next it says, if 9% of cars from agency 1, though it can be done just in 30 seconds, I'm just exploring it for you. So don't think that sir is taking a lot of time. No, I'm not taking a lot of time. I'm just exploring it to you so that you will think the procedure, you will learn the procedure of how to attempt a question. That's it. Getting my point? Okay, so if 9% of the cars from agency 1, what it says, if the 9% of the cars from agency 1 need an oil change, that means it says that there is a situation that if you take cars from agency 1, if you take cars from agency 1, the 9% of the car, whatever you get, 9% of those will be like which needs the oil change. That means 9%, that means if I say the event O as the oil change, event O as the oil change, then probability O given agency 1, it is nothing but what it says, 9%, that means 0.09. Getting my point? 0.09. Yes, put the point in a very closed manner. 1 second, let me improve it. Okay, so yes, and what next it says, 20% of cars from agency 2 need an oil change, that means probability oil change given, if it is taken from agency 2, it will be 20%, that means 0.2, isn't it? Okay, and 6% of cars from agency 3, that means probability O given 3 is 0.06, 6% na, so 0.06 from agency 3, that will need an oil change. What it says is, then what is the probability that a rental car delivered, suppose a car you have rented, getting the point, a car you have rented, and this rental car delivered to the firm will need an oil change, so it will need an oil change, that means you need to find probability of O. You have to find probability of O. What is the probability of oil change? Now you may have seen this question. If you see probability, basic probability, this is from the basic probability theorem of total probability. So let me do it. How to do it? Probability of O will be equal to, there are three situations, probability of O when it will be taken from 1 and into probability of 1, plus probability of O given 2 into probability of getting that car from 2, and probability of O given 3 into probability of 3. Getting my point? Isn't it? Okay, so obviously this will be the solution. Now let me do the solution for it, because I have already calculated these things. So yes, in this case probability of O given 1 is nothing but 0.09, and into probability of 1 is 0.6. 9 6 ja 54, and so this will be 0.054. Getting my point? Then probability O given 2 is 0.2 into 0.3, and so this will be what? 0.06, and then plus 0 probability of O given 3, this is 0.06, and into probability of 3 is 0.1. So yes, 0.006 will be this. Okay, sorry for that. 0.06 into 0.1, and so this will be 0.006. If you sum it, it will be 0.120, and so the answer will be D. Let me check here. What's the answer? 0.12. This will be your answer, D. Getting my point? So yes, this will be your answer. Is there any problem that you got in this question? I'm sure not. But still then, a lot of you guys have done the wrong. So this question was erroneous to how many of you? Please say yes if your question was wrong. Then write in the comment box wrong. And if your answer is right, then write in the comment box right. So in the below comment box, must write if your answer was wrong, write your WRONG wrong, and if your option is right, write in the comment box RIGST, right? Isn't it? So now let me come to the next question. Next question is tricky, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have done mistakes here. A lot of you who knows the answer, those guys also have done the mistakes. I'm very sure and I'm confident in it. Yes, but still this question is so easy. Just it was, if you have done something wrong in this question, you just have got confused by the symbols or by just the eye contact. Yes, obviously that is true. Let me check here. It says if x follow normal 0, 1. Yes, is it a very good thing? Okay, and y given x equal to x follow uniform x minus 1 to x plus 1. Getting my point? Now, what is the value of expectation of y given x square? And these are the things where you may have got mistakes. You may have done. Now, you know it well that if x is some random variable following uniform a to b, then expectation of x is a plus b by 2, isn't it? There is no issue. Clear? Now, it is given expectation of, what you may have done wrong is you may have thought that it is y square. A lot of candidate, because I have listened to a lot of students of mine institute, and they was all of the same. They have done the same mistakes. So this is something like you have to find expectation of y given x, and then you have to do the square of that. Getting my point? Whatever will be expectation of y given x. So the distribution of y given x is uniform x minus 1 to x plus 1. So obviously expectation of y given x equal to x will be what? X minus 1 plus x plus 1 by 2. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel, 2x by 2, which will be equal to x. Now what you have to find? You have to find expectation of y given x. Write it in a very legible manner. If you can write it, this is what you have to find out. Getting my point? This is what you have to find out. So what you do is, expectation of y given x, you have found it as x, and you have to do the expectation over there. So now you will write expectation of y given x, and this is a square, so put the square. Now expectation of x square you have to find out. Now it is the norm, x is following the normal 0, 1. So expectation of x square will be equal to variance of x plus expectation of x whole square. But expectation of x is equal to 0 and variance of x equal to 1. So variance of x equal to 1 and expectation of x equal to 0. The answer is 1, and this 1 is option A. So option A is the correct answer. So guys, if you have your answer as option A, you have done it, then write in the comment box correct. And if you have done it wrongly, then write in the comment box incorrect. Do it. Getting my point? Okay. So yes, this A will be the correct answer for this question. Getting my point? Friends, let me tell you that Sunrise Classes is the institute for providing the best ever service. Best ever service, I can say, best ever service. Whatever we say to the students, we provide. Like one of my candidates was asking, sir, do you provide the weekly test series? I asked her, don't you mind if I provide you the daily test series? Then she was just unanswered. She was, because it will be the practice which makes you succeed in this exam. So I always say, join Sunrise Classes and crack the UPSC ISS exam. Always. If you believe me, I will give you the result. And your result is our responsibility. So do whatever you want, but must join Sunrise Classes. Because after coming here, you will be so disciplined, not by me, but by the procedure that we carry on. So yes, I always say, join Sunrise Classes and join it in offline if possible, because offline classes is about 100 times better than the online classes. Because in the online classes, if I share the experience, lot of candidates comes every day and ask me, talk to me, they share the feedback. So yes, getting my point? Now let me come to the next question. Next question was very easy. These two questions were very easy to do, that we have categorized it as. Now the next question was a lot more easy, and it was concept based. Getting my point? This was directly from my notes, though those two was concept wise from my notes, obviously, but this was directly from my notes. How? This condition of variance and mean, the relationship between variance and mean, I already have taught in the class. I already have given our students in their notes. These two also I had given the results about these two. Now this is not to do actually. if you say x follow exponential theta, then theta should be greater than 0, that you already know. But if I say what will be the expectation, that means mean, then you say, sir, expectation or mean will be 1 by theta, because it's exponential theta, and variance will be 1 by theta square, or you can say 1 by theta square. Getting my point, isn't it? So if I say theta lies between 0 to 1, what does it mean is that 1 by theta will be greater than 1. And if a number is greater than 1, you know it well that this implies that 1 by theta square will be greater than 1 by theta. Isn't it? Yes, it is so. And that's why obviously variance will be greater than mean if theta lies between 0 to 1 in this particular case. So yes, the first one is correct. But what about second, third and others? So if you say what is the minimum order statistics, so we have taught you in our classes that if x1, x2, xn are independent exponential with parameter theta I, then this was the result that I have already given you in the notes and in the classes as well. Parameter theta I, then the minimum order statistics will follow exponential with parameter summation of theta I equal to 1 to n. Yes, this is the result that I already have taught in the class. Actually, using this one, you can solve the second statement that is given in this question. So second statement says minimum order statistics is chi-square distribution. Now, what confusion you may got at this point is, sir, chi-square statistics and minimum order or the exponential are the same, na? Because chi-square with 2 degree of freedom and exponential with 2 parameter 2, both are same, na? You can tell me this. Yes, exponential with parameter 1 by 2. So you may have seen it. Let me tell you, chi-square with 2 degree of freedom and exponential with 1 by 2 as its parameter. So 1 by 2 as its parameter does mean that 2 will be its main value. Both are same. So if you say x follows this, then obviously x will follow this as well at the same time. But obviously this is just for the one parameter value, not for all those. And there it's not given that it is for the only one parameter. And that's why the second statement that is mentioned here is incorrect. Getting my point? So yes, this statement, second statement is incorrect. Now coming to the third statement, obviously exponential distribution lacks its memory. It has lack of memory property. But there is no condition given there for theta, because it is for the all values of theta, for all the values of the parameter space. So the third statement is also incorrect, and that's why the answer, the correct answer should be 1 only, and option A is the correct option. So yes, option A will be the correct option. And if you have written the answer of this question correctly, write in the comment box correct, and in the hyphen write question number 3. And if you have done it wrongly, write incorrect. Getting my point? Okay. Now, so yes, these are the questions. Now coming to the next question. Yeah, this is so easy question, so easy that you can do it in just 10 seconds. How? So this is nothing but x following binomial. Binomial with what? Binomial with n equal to 10 and p equal to 2 by 5. So obviously expectation of x, that means mean and variance of x is asked. So mean will be 10 into 2 by 5 and it will be 4, and variance of x will be, sir, 4 into 3 by 5 q na. This is np, this is np, and this is npq. So yes, now 4 3 is a 12 by 5, and so this will be 2.4 answer. 4 comma 2.4, and so the answer will be C. Correct answer is C. Getting my point? Isn't it? So this will be your fourth question, and the correct answer is C. 4 and 2.4. If you have written the answer of this question right in your exam, say here correct, and if you have done it wrongly, say here incorrect. At least, why do I say this? Why do I tell you to write correct or incorrect? Because it gives you inner strength to accept your mistakes, because accepting your mistakes will be the first step towards success. Everyone does the mistake. I solely does the mistakes. A lot of mistake I does in my life, but the first thing is I accept it. Because I accept it, I can remove it and I can go beyond it. I can make it correct. So I will always say all of you guys to first of all accept what you do wrong and then go ahead. You will achieve your extreme success, whatever you may not have thought of. So I always say accept your negligence, accept your mistakes, accept your wrongdoings, always. And with this motivation, I will always say that sunrise classes will empower you in these techniques as well, because the things that you study in statistics, in a statistical inference, and in the decision making process, that all will be applied to be succeed in any of the examination, not only in the examination but in the life, to have a balanced life, because a balanced life can go up to the opportunity that you want, that can only achieve the opportunity you wanted to achieve. A positive environment are there in our classes. All the candidates are very motivated. The environment around that particular institute is so fabulous that when you come, you will achieve what you want. Getting my point? Okay. So for today, I think these 4 questions are enough, because in the next session we will continue for the next one, and then I will obviously increase the time of this session as well. So this was the starting. So I am taking it for the about 36-37 minutes, and after this I will do better option. I will give you the better option and will improve everything for you as well. One of the more important thing is, a lot of you guys are just afraid of, sir, how do I speak in English? Don't think so. You just join the Sunrise classes and I'm sure that you will achieve all the things that you want, that you have thought of achieving. So with this motivation, let me join every day and learn something from me. Also join Sunrise classes and have a premium experience and premium results for your better future. Thanks for joining me today, and if you like these videos, please share and subscribe to the channel. Also like the videos and recommend friends, families and relatives if you think that Sunrise classes is doing better in the field of education, in the field of statistics. We are trying our best to give you the best opportunity, the best service possible. Thank you.